Right, this can only happen once. Load it, load it. Ting ting! Yes! Thanks guys for 5k, and in this episode I'm gonna share with you my 5 secrets to growing on this platform. Let's go! Just brewing coffee. Guys, just sharing, I actually get my coffee from Perk Singapore, and these are amazing because they are actually subscription coffees, and this week's flavor is Cerrado from Brazil. I'm not too sure whether I pronounced Cerrado or Cerrado, but anyways, sorry about that. They're great, check them out. Oof. Rahim, they make handles for a reason, but nothing makes sense before coffee. Oof. Alright, good stuff. What's up fam, Rahim here, and this channel is about drones and gadget reviews, and today I'm very thankful to you guys. I never thought I would get such a big audience joining me for my episodes, but here's the thing, you guys are the minority. Not I say so, YouTube says so. Rahim, 80% of your viewers are not subscribed, so what are you waiting for? Give it a try, it's free. Okay, coffee is loading. But guys, today is gonna be the exception because I'm not gonna be sharing with you about drones or gadget reviews, but instead I'm gonna give you my secrets to growing on this platform. Alright, 5k, that's a measure for me. Is it the measure of success? Yes, it's a stepping stone for me. It's a stage that I've achieved, alright, thanks to you guys. But of course, the number of subscribers is infinite, alright. 5k, to some people it may be nothing, but it may mean a lot to the majority of you. I just take it that having reached 5k, I've done something right. So it's time to give back, and this is me sharing what I know. Alright Rahim, you talk too much, let's get going. First thing is template and script, okay? Guys, I do actually template and script my stuff, right? My notes are readily available in front of me or anywhere. What I'm trying to say is that these are the two things that should be done, right? Even as a roughly done also can, because the point is there is a template that I work with. By the way, don't worry about it, I'll put it in the description down below, right? So what do I start with is the first thing, hook, right? Your hook can be anything. It can be something interesting from within your whole story in itself, or it can be just something to pull in the audience first, because general audience may not have the longest attention span. So you do not want to have a topic that is too long at the start, or should I say a hook too long at the start that people just click off, right? So you want to retain them as much as you can, and that's where your hook should be about 10 to 20 seconds. So like generally, let's say the topic is you want to teach somebody, you want to share a tutorial about how to fly a drone, right? Maybe just show some footage and quickly get into, guys, in today's episode I'm gonna be sharing with you how to fly this drone, example. Alright, so that is the starting, a hook, followed by the intro. The intro is where I get into my intro. You can walk, by the way, you can just watch this whole episode again to see how I break it down. It's exactly the same intro of self, the channel, right? What's up fam, Rahim here, and what this channel is about. And sometimes I just skip that and get straight into the topic in itself, right? Sometimes people do can accept long intros, but personally I've done the long intros and I feel let's just get it into the topic so you can give whatever you need to give to the audience, instead of some guys do have intros that are like fancy, alright, well designed, but the intros may take like half a minute. Why do I need to stay and keep watching your intro for half a minute, right? So that's where move along, alright? Just have a quick intro. Like for me, it's just that part, and also have the transition things going on, alright? Move along what the channel is about, and while you're doing the intro, also include something called call to action, right? CTA. Now what is CTA? Is basically like what you typically hear YouTubers do, right? Guys, subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any, right? That kind of example, right? You could template it and just practice it a few times, and you'll just get used to it at throwing it as and when. So think about it, if you wait until the end of the episode to do this CTA, they may already have gotten their information and may have clicked off, alright? So do it at the start, and then there'll be one more at the end. So anyways, that's the intro, short and sharp. Moving on to intro of topic, right? So what is your topic about today? Guys, in today's episode I'm going to be sharing with you my 5 secrets into growing on YouTube, right? That's my intro or the topic, and you may want to go deeper into that, because at this juncture you already have the attention of your viewers, and that's where they want to know, okay Rahim, nice intro, what is the topic about? Okay, so this is the topic, now go deeper into it. Then you begin the whole purpose of what or why you want your audience to be joining you in that episode, right? And that's the middle of the story. So this is where it's gonna be a typical storytelling. You have your start, middle, and end, right? So you are now at the middle where you tell your story. Don't need to be like so cinematic script where there's a conflict and there's a happy ending and all that, okay? But of course the happy ending is now coming, where you'll have your summary, kind of summarize the whole topic in rough form, right? But what's more important is your opinions. Close it with your opinions, because that's part of the summary. People want to know, like, okay, right, you tell us all this, then what is this about, right? So just remind the audience again. After the summary is then gonna be your outro. So for me, you're gonna hear that typical outro, which also is templated, because I need it to be natural every time. When I mean natural is that I don't need to think too much to put it together. It's already there. For example, my outro is typically gonna be, anyways guys, I'm gonna wrap it up right here. If you've liked this episode, do give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, chat with me, I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Pilots, as always, I'll see you in the skies. Peace. Normal for me already. It's something that I template, but it's just so as to keep up the energy and let go of the episode with good vibes. And so that's gonna be the general overall template that I have, right? So anyways, wow, that is only actually the first topic. Okay, so the overall template, I'm gonna put it in the description. Okay, so now let's move on. Second point is speak clearly. So here's the thing, I'm Singaporean, but I'm Boyanese by race, and being Singaporean, we have a lot of slang, especially something called Singlish. Okay, hey, if you leave me to talk just like a typical Singaporean, right? Hey, this is how I would typically talk. But I want to clean up my articulation, simply because of, by speaking clearly, alright, YouTube can actually generate auto captions for you. Alright, okay, you guys, just go ahead and click on the corner there, right? Tap the screen, click on the corner. There is actually a CC. CC is closed captions. When you speak clearly, right, give it a few minutes, hours after your video has been uploaded, YouTube is able to create for you closed captions. That means your audience, you have actually a wider reach, a bigger audience, okay? Because now, for those that are not English speaking, they have the choice to actually look at the subtitles. Because you let YouTube create captions for you, there may be options also for them to see subtitles in their native language. And so you have just helped yourself to help YouTube open up to a bigger audience. Oh, by the way, automatic captions are never perfect, but it's 99.9%, right? Sometimes like brand names, they cannot figure out, but it's alright. It gets me to a bigger audience. That's the most important part. Okay, so now the third thing is gonna be L and J cuts. I use a lot of L and J cuts in my content editing because I'm not perfect. I don't have the ability to always be able to hold a scene perfect, alright? There'll be a lot of mistakes, and then I repeat and repeat and repeat. And the point is, let me just describe this to you in the editing timeline. So in the timeline itself, you have the top is gonna be your video source, and then the bottom is gonna be your audio source. So sometimes where there are a lot of mistakes, I will cut them both and then remove the parts that I don't want, and then bring the rest of the continuation together. So the thing here is that it is quite abrupt, right, to have audio and video come in at the same time. So what you can do is actually bring in an L cut, which will smoothen the transition. For your video, bring the next scene over first. So for the audience viewing the scene, they will see the video come in first. After a split second is then the audio coming in. Alright, that is to give a smoother transition from scene to scene. So another way is also the opposite, which is called a J cut. Let the audio come in first. For example, like my intro, I had that initial part about sharing with you, right? The hook point, sharing with you what is gonna be the topic about today, and you already hear the music coming in. Let me just show you. To show whether I pronounce Cerrado or Cerrado, but anyways, sorry about that. They're great. Check them out. The audio comes in first, leading the audience into the next scene. Alright, so give this a try, right, for you editors. Whichever one works best for you for that given scene transition. So now let's get into the fourth tip, which is music. Alright, for myself, I will always have music in my episodes simply because I want to set the mood. Alright, different kind of tunes will set different moods throughout the episode. So there's always a beginning, middle and end, right? And so that's where let the tunes carry you along. But I'm not going to tell you to go and get copyright music because that's just going to be wrong. And here's where the shameless plugin is. I use Epidemic Sound. They have a whole library full of non-copyright music, great tunes with different kind of genres that you want: funk, jazz, metal, rock, blues, whatever. You go and see for yourself, right? There's also a whole bank of sound effects that you probably want to use in your production. Okay, so the reason why I'm telling you this is simply because of you do not want to spend hours, guys, creating a masterpiece of an episode, upload it and have it flagged up. Right, the last time that, or should I say the one and only time that I did this, yeah, I do make mistakes. Facebook flagged up that as copyright music and I had totally no audio, alright, in that episode. I just wasted my time. Okay, I think that episode was a flight episode. There was some talking, you couldn't hear me talk. There was also the part that the music, the flying was following the pace of the music. Alright, it was excellent edit but wasted. It was flagged up and totally no audio. So I don't want to see you go through that. Alright, go get yourself non-copyright music. Check out the link in the description. Also use that link and it's gonna benefit both of us. Right, you get a free month, I get a free month. Win-win for everyone. Okay, so here's the fifth and final tip for you, which is 4K upscaling. Guys, here's the truth. I never, or should I say 99% of the time, never record in 4K. But if you were to Google or YouTube search my episodes, it will always, or recent episodes lah, of course, will mark as 4K. Now the reason for that is I do upscaling. Guys, I don't upscale to cheat you, alright? It's actually to give better benefits to you. Because here's the thing, if I recorded an episode in 1080 resolution and I upload it in 1080 resolution, when you play that episode in 1080 resolution, same, right? You will actually receive the lower benefit, which is a lower bitrate, right? The video is still gonna be how many pixel by how many pixel, right? In full 1080. But the compression of that video is very different, right? I as an editor myself, I can see the quality. My old videos were uploaded in 1080 and replaying it, it was bad, guys. The compression is just bad, right? And that's what YouTube was used to be known for. YouTube, oh, you upload to YouTube, sure, bad compression and all this. So here's so-called cheating the system or beating that system, right? So to the benefit of you guys is I will upscale. In my editing software, which is Final Cut Pro, I have the option to upscale 4K, 8K, whatever you want to call it, but 4K enough already, okay? So I upscale to 4K, and that's just so that when YouTube recognizes this as a 4K episode, oh, you good, they see you as a higher level content creator per se lah, because you are capable of handling 4K. Guys, truthfully, my laptop cannot handle 4K. Not say cannot, but it's just that when I have maybe you say 1 minute, 2 minute episode, probably is no problem, right? But when you have a 15-minute timeline of 4K, guys, it's gonna totally bog down. And I know some editors will tell me, Raim, do proxies. Yes, I do also have proxies checked, and I work around that. I work with that, but nonetheless, right, it's still heavy on my laptop. So the point here is, when I upscale it to 4K, you guys will receive that higher bitrate, even if you were to play it at 780. Go ahead, try and play this video at 780p. You will still see good quality, right? As simple as that. So it's a hack, but right, then why doesn't everyone do it? Here's the thing, not everyone has the capability to process it. Not every phone has the capability to process 4K. Anyways, at the same time also, not everyone can and dares to sit down and edit 4K footage. It's just too heavy on any platform, okay? Unless you really got a top tier laptop, computer, whatever. So that's just what I wanted to drive at. You could give this a try if you're editing on any platform, right? Be it desktop or mobile, go give it a try. Upscale to 4K, you will see the difference. I guarantee you that, right? Alright guys, let's just summarize this whole episode, because I really insist that I thought this was gonna be a very short episode, but I have a lot of things to share, and I hope it can be beneficial to you to help grow your audience, because if they enjoy watching your episodes, then they'll stay and the cycle will continue. Okay, so what have we learned today is about, I will give you the template and script in the description. Alright, learn to speak clearly, so let YouTube help you with your captions. L and J cuts. Now L and J cuts are a bit more technical. I did learn this from an editor who is actually one of the top YouTubers editor. Alright, so I'll just leave a link in the description also. Music, do check out my link, and if you use it, then both of us will benefit. And also the 4K upscaling, give it a try. Maybe it works for you, maybe it's actually not that bad on your desktop, laptop or mobile phone. Okay, give that a try. And the reason, right, the whole reason for sharing all of this is because I'm just happy. I'm just happy to be where I am, to have grown this audience, and I hope that I can also keep sharing to the rest of you who also want to pick up your channel. And hopefully by doing so, by following these tips, maybe you will grow. And if you grow and go beyond where I stand also, I don't mind. Just beat me up, right? Drop me a comment, Rahim. I have made it excellent for you, bro. Now keep going, because it is something that I just want to share. Alright, if it benefits you more, so be it. And so according to the template, this is where I'm gonna get to the CTA number 2, which is, guys, I also want to hear from you. Let me know what you think about this episode by leaving a comment down below. Alright, anyways, I'm gonna wrap it up right here. Now if you've liked this episode, you know what's coming, right? Give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, chat with me, I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Pilots, as always, I'll see you in the skies. Peace.